Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome our special show today dedicated to all around the world, our most honorable, respected, and essential part of this surface of earth, women. Welcome again to Raise Up Hope, and this special show is dedicated to a special edition of the day, Women's Day today. तारिक गौरी हाजिर खिदमत है. नाज़रीन किराम, when we talk about women, what do we think of? It's been centuries this topic has been discussed, been written, and around the globe, been totally, we do not know how honestly people were able to pull this off, but again, being not taken the way it's supposed to be. इससे पहले कि आज की गुफ्तगू को हम आगे लेकर चलें, I would like to put one thing in everyone's attention कि वो क्या है. जब हम ख़वातीन के हुकूक़ की हम बात करते हैं और आज के इस दौर में 21st सेंचुरी में जिसमें मैं और आप सांस ले रहे हैं, हम रह रहे हैं, जब ख़वातीन के हुकूक़ की बात होती है, हम वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज़ की तरफ देखते हैं कि जहां ख़वातीन को वोट डालने का राइट भी 20वीं सेंचुरी में दिया जाता है. Let me tell you one thing. 1400 साल पहले अल्लाह रब्बुल इज़्ज़त ने जो मकाम औरत को दिया है, I want entire world to listen and watch. सूरा अन-निसा, जिसका नाम ही औरत रखा गया, 4th chapter of Holy Quran. और जब इसका हम आगाज़ देखते हैं, अल्लाह रब्बुल इज़्ज़त ने औरत को जिस दर्जा, जिस मकाम से वाबस्ता किया है, नाज़रीन किराम, हमें फ़ख्र है अपनी माँओं पर, बहनों पर, बेटियों पर, हर उस ज़ी रूह जो अपने आप को औरत से मुतारिफ़ करती है कि रब्बे करीम ने उसको कितना एज़ाज़ बख्शा है. फरमाया, या अय्युहन्नासु, तमाम बनी नौ इंसान को मुखातिब कर कर फरमाया कि रब से डरो, अपने रब से डरो. किस मामले में? कि जिसने तख्लीक किया तमाम बनी नौ इंसान को मिन नफ्स वाहिदा, एक जान से, एक रूह से, एक जिस्म से, एक क़ल्ब से. और फिर आगे फरमाया, व खलक़ मिन्हा ज़ौजहा, फिर उस नफ्स वाहिद का हमने ज़ौज तख्लीक किया, उसका पार्टनर बनाया. लेकिन यहाँ पर अलग नफ्स इंडिकेट नहीं किया. जब तख्लीक करने की बात आई तो रब्बे करीम ने इस हस्ती को, जिसे हम औरत कहते हैं, उस नफ्स का हिस्सा करार दिया कि जिससे आगे नस्ल इंसानी वजूद पाती है. और गो के नफ्स वाहिदा में आदम अलैहिस्सलाम का नफ्स शामिल है, हमारी वालिदा, सारे इंसानों की वालिदा हज़रत अम्मा हव्वा का नफ्स शामिल है. लेकिन सूरह का नाम सूरह निसा रखा गया, डेडिकेटेड टू वुमेन. ये है मेरे रब ने जो औरत को इज़्ज़त दी है, मकाम दिया है, दर्जा दिया है. मैं और आप उस पर कितनी और क्या गुफ्तगू कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हकीकत हाल यही है कि अगर हम तारीख़ इस्लाम में देखते हैं तो औरत ही है जिसे सबसे पहले कलमा शहादत पढ़कर दार इस्लाम में दाखिल हुई, और औरत ही थी कि जिसने इस्लाम की राह में सबसे पहले अपना खून बहाया और शहीदाए इस्लाम कहलाई. ये औरत ही है कि जब आले रसूल की हम बात करते हैं कि जिसके सर पर ताज रखा गया कि आले रसूल की माँ होने का वो सैयदाए कायनात हैं. अगर हम गुफ्तगू करें इस मौजू पर कि दीन इस्लाम में औरत की क्या शान है, क्या मर्तबा है, क्या मकाम है, ऐसे न जाने कितने प्रोग्राम माजी में होते रहे हैं, क़यामत तक होते रहेंगे, लेकिन ये तज़किरा ख़त्म होने वाला नहीं है. लेकिन जो समझने की बात यह है कि आज के दौर में जब हम हुकूक़ की बात करते हैं और ख़वातीन के हुकूक़ की बात की जाती है, तो बजाय ये कि उस हक़ को तस्लीम कर कर उन्हें वो दर्जा मकाम दिया जाए कि जिसकी वो पैदाइशी हक़दार है, हम उससे हक़ सल्ब करने की बात करते हैं. आखिर ऐसा क्यों है? इसी बात को समझने के लिए मेरे साथ पैनल में 3 शख्सियात ऐसी मौजूद हैं जो आज रोशनी डालेंगी इस मौजू पर और चाहेंगे कि उनकी गुफ्तगू सुने, उनके तजर्बात मुशाहिदात से मैं भी आप भी मुस्तफ़ीज़ हों, और हमारी माएँ बहनें जो सारी दुनिया में जहाँ जहाँ भी हमें देख रही हैं, सुन रही हैं, दे मस्ट नो व्हाट वुमेन इज़ ऑल अबाउट. कि ये अल्फाज एक मर्द की ज़बान से जब सामने आते हैं तो हो सकता है बहुत से कानों को गिरा गुजरे, लेकिन कोई मर्द दुनिया में आ नहीं सकता जब तक उसे एक माँ दुनिया में लाना ना चाहे, कि हर मर्द भी अपनी जन्नत इसी के कदमों के नीचे ही तलाश कर रहा होता है। इसे हम औरत कहते हैं। आइए प्रोग्राम को आगे लेकर चलते हैं। तारुफ करवाएंगे आपको हमारे आज के पैनल से। वो शख्सियात यकीनन किसी तारुफ की मोहताज नहीं हैं। उनके चेहरे से, उनकी आवाज़ से, उनके जज्बे से, उनके फ़िक्र से पूरा मुल्क कनाडा आशना है। हर शख्स जानता है उनके जज्बे को, उनकी फ़िक्र को। और मैं चाहूँगा आज एक नई जहत से, एक नए अंदाज से उनकी गुफ्तगू को आप सुनेंगे। न सिर्फ ये कि उनकी गवर्नमेंट की जो जिम्मेदारियाँ उनके कांधों पर हैं वो अपनी जगह मौजूद हैं, लेकिन मुआशरे का फ़र्द होने की हैसियत से वो हमारे लिए किस तरह से इस मकसद को लेकर खड़े हैं और खड़ी हैं, और किस तरीके से आगे हमें ले जाना चाहती हैं, और किस तरह से इंटेलेक्चुअल्स अराउंड द कंट्री और वॉकिंग राइट बिहाइंड देम। आइए तारुफ करवाते हैं। सबसे पहले मैं गुजारिश करूँगा अब तमाम को मेरे साथ इस स्क्रीन के ज़रिए उनका हम इस प्रोग्राम में पहली बार तशरीफ़ ला रही हैं, और मुझे खुशी है कि ये दोनों ख़ास शख्सियात जो आपसे तारुफ करवाने जा रहे हैं रेज़ ऑफ होप के इस प्रोग्राम में पहली बार इन्होंने हमें वक्त दिया है। इनकी फ़िक्र से, सोच से यकीनन हम भी, आप भी सब एक साथ मुस्तफ़ीज़ होंगे। हमारी मेंबर ऑफ़ पार्लियामेंट सिस्टर सलमा ज़ाहिद साहिबा।
जी, तारिक साहब आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया फॉर होस्टिंग दिस वुमेन्स डे स्पेशल पैनल, और थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर योर इंट्रोडक्शन. It's an honor to be part of this panel to talk about the role women are playing here in Canada. Not
Thank
only
you, Sister Salma Zahid Sahiba. And second, as you have seen her picture on the screen, she is not live with us, but on the phone she is live with here. And khas naam, khas shakhsiyat, khas hasti, and she is known for many, many reasons in the community, not only by being member of parliament at Mills, Mississauga, but what are the aspects she is going to share with us tonight as a woman of influence in this country and around the globe. Of course, मेरी मुराद है हम सब की मुअज़्ज़ज़, and I'm again very glad to have her on my show very first time. जनाब सिस्टर इकरा खालिद साहिबा. इकरा खालिद साहिबा, अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
Walaikum salam, Tariq bhai. Thank you so much for having me on this show. It's such a pleasure to be here with my sister Salma Zahid. I'm looking forward to the conversation here today.
Thank you very much for being with us today, mashallah. And third panelist, जब हम youth की बात करते हैं, and especially Muslim youth की, and the most precisely Muslim girls, जो हमें इस कम्युनिटी में एक ऐसा रोशनी का मीनारा है जिसकी रोशनी हम सब इसलिए मतलाशी हैं। हम सब देखते हैं कि हम अपनी ज़िंदगी में जब तक यहाँ पर अपने तौर पर जो काविशें कर सकें इस कम्युनिटी के लिए, इस कंट्री के लिए, बेशक अपनी जगह मुसल्लमा हैं, लेकिन हमारे नौजवान जो हमारा असासा हैं, आने वाले वक्त में ये झंडा, ये मोहब्बतें, ये शफ़क़तें इन्हीं के हाथ में हैं जो इनकी ज़िम्मेदारी होगी कि आगे फैलाएं. She's been president of liberal youths. She's been very active political, social aspect in this community, in the society, and Mississauga has the privilege to have her, again, a very known personality in our community, a leader of youth girls from Liberal Party, of course, none but other one. She is Zila Fatima. Zila, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam, uncle. It's a privilege and honor to be here with such amazing panelists, two women that I look up to always, and I'm really excited for tonight's discussion.
Thank you very much for being with us, Zila, and I know your contribution is so significant, and of course all the youth, those have been benefited with your hard work, of course, getting inspiration day by day. I'll come back to Sister Salma Zahid Sahiba. There are a number of things we can talk about today. जिस तरह से मैंने अपने इंट्रो में अपने तौर पर कोशिश की, चंद अल्फाज मैंने शेयर किए, मैं चाहूँगा आप उस पर अपनी राय ज़रूर दें कि as a Muslim woman, a woman that has a deep roots in this community, a great influence via your work, your personality, एक मुस्लिम वुमेन को आज किस पैराए में दुनिया देखती है और आप किस तरह से उसको एम्पावर कर सकती हैं? सिस्टर सलमा जाहिद साहिबा।
तारिक भाई बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया इस क्वेश्चन का। और आई थिंक इन माय कैपेसिटी एज मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट it is important that I provide mentorship to our young girls like Zila Fatima and many others who look towards me and Ikra in the parliament. I think we are very lucky that we are in a country like Canada where diversity is one of our biggest strengths. And it is important that we see more women in the political process. It is really very important that women of different backgrounds should be seen in the political system, should be involved in the political system because, see, there are two things. One thing is the perspective which women bring to the table, to the policy making decisions as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter, I think is very much needed. But also, I think it is really very important that Muslim young girls see that this is a place where they can be. So, if there is anything in regards to that I can do, I think it would be really great to provide mentorship to our youth because we need, right now, we have four Muslim women in the parliament. Myself and a great friend and colleague Ikra Khalid, Maryam Monsef, Minister for Status of Women, and Yasmin Ratansi. So we have four Muslim women as members of parliament in the House of Commons.
Thank you very much. And since you mentioned, Sister Salma Zahid, that 4 Muslim women are in parliament, मैं अपने इस Z9 के प्लेटफॉर्म से आप तमाम की स्पेशली माओं को सलाम करना चाहता हूँ कि जिन्होंने ऐसी बेटियों को जन्म भी दिया, उनकी परवरिश इस अंदाज में की कि वो आज हमारा फ़ख्र बनकर, हमारे कौम का फ़ख्र बनकर हमारे सामने माशाल्लाह मौजूद हैं। आज मैं आपकी माओं को और तमाम हमारी बहनों की, वो माएँ कि जिन्होंने अपनी बेटियों को वो ताकत दी है, वो स्ट्रेंथ दी है कि जो आज दुनिया के हर प्लेटफॉर्म पर खड़े होकर हक और सच की आवाज़ बनकर हमारे सामने मौजूद हैं। आई रियली सल्यूट देम। Thank you very much. Sister Iqra Khalid, I'm coming towards you now for the next question. Being a member of parliament, and you have seen a lot, you have experienced a lot, you have observed a lot. आप क्या समझती हैं कि क्या तालीमी मैदान में हमारी आज की औरत, in particular in Canada or at large of course in the world, आप क्या समझती हैं कि world has done enough to motivate them, to encourage them to play their positive role in the society? Sister Iqra Khalid.
I think, thank you very much for the question, first of all. I think this is an ongoing progress, it's an ongoing conversation. ऐसा कभी हो नहीं सकता कि हम, इतना काम करें कि सारी दुनिया की human rights achieve ho jaye. It just doesn't work like that. And the same goes for women's rights. In fact, women's rights are human rights. When we talk about empowering young women and ensuring कि उनके पूरे not only हकूक मिले, लेकिन वो पूरी opportunities मिले हमारी community में, हमारी economy में, हमारी like national defense and international relations, in सब में उनको पूरे opportunities मिले to participate, to share their merit with the rest of the world, then we need to continue that work on human rights across the world. हमने, as in the past 5 years, as a liberal government, we instilled our first ever pay equity legislation के मर्द को and औरत को एक ही pay grade पर रखना चाहिए if that is their qualification, that to pay people based on merit instead of their gender. And that work has to continue. And I think one of the most important things that I've seen, and alhamdulillah I've had the opportunity to participate in, is to encourage young women to be those modems of empowerment, and to lift themselves up, to go out and seek those opportunities. I mean, बंदा कुछ देखता है तब वो समझता है कि ये मैं भी कर सकता हूँ, and I hope Like I know Salma Zahid Badi and myself, and Zila herself, like we've all been working very hard to ensure that every young girl, every woman, अपने आप में believe कर सके that they are capable, that they can pursue these opportunities, and inshallah we're here to support everyone to pursue their dreams.
Thank you very much for a great response for this question, Sister Iqra. Zila Fatma, I would come to you now. It's been over a year now. The world is facing millions of challenges because of this pandemic. Again, when we see that everyone is isolated at home, the kids are home, the education is from home. As a young girl, you have been, of course, home over a year now. मैं जानना चाहता हूँ आपके जज्बात क्या हैं, आपकी सोच क्या है, आपकी फिक्र क्या है. How our mothers have played their roles, and how, as a part of the community, our daughters, or of course, overall all children, how they have come up, what idea, what energy, what understanding has been established during this whole 1 year. And again, like I mentioned this earlier, I salute all the mothers, especially during this pandemic, how mother have dealt with the situation. Zina Fatma, kya kahengi?
Well, mothers, I would start off with, always play multiple roles. They're the caregivers, they're the educators, they're the caretakers, they're also sometimes healthcare providers at home when we're sick, our children are sick, families are sick. Over the last year, I've noticed all of us have gone from working, studying, to being at home. Everything is being done from home. Personally, I see my own mom, and her duty has almost tripled. When at one point, kids were going to school for 8 hours a day, mothers had some time to go and do other things. Right now, what's happening is they're providing education to their children. Because you're doing at-home learning, they have to be there to supervise kids. They're providing education, they're providing the nurturing that they need, the nourishment that they need. They're playing every single role of a friend, of a caretaker, of a teacher, of any other essential roles in life. That's all that kids are seeing, their mom. So that's definitely doubled. The other thing that I've seen, actually, that I've personally been really excited about, is that a lot of young girls have come up with ideas. Previously, what were hobbies, because our life was always so busy with school and education, a lot of those hobbies have come up as small businesses. So young girls are running businesses through social media, working on those hobbies to create a source of income for themselves. So that's something that I've been super excited about to see.
Thank you very much. And no doubt, the mother's patience have been the very best tool, I would say, because we have seen things going on in families. But again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted this great passion to mothers. I would say a woman that was able to tackle and handle the situation. और मैं कहूँगा कि इस 1 साल के अरसे में सबसे ज़्यादा जिसने यकीनन सफ़र किया है या पार्टिसिपेट किया है एक सिस्टम को रन किए जाने में, then yes, that is a woman. नाज़रीन मोहतरम, हमारे साथ सलमा जाहिद हैं, हमारे साथ इक़रा खालिद हैं, ज़ीला फातिमा हमारे साथ हैं. कहीं मत जाइएगा. There are a lot of things to be discussed and learn from all these respectable ladies, inshallah. We're going for a short break. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. You are watching Raise Up Hope Umeed Ki Kirne with Tariq Ghori.
हॉर्लिस लॉ लीगल सर्विसेज। हम इंसानी हकूक की खिलाफ वर्जी, बिला वजह नौकरी से बर्खास्त करना, मुआहिदों की खिलाफ वर्जी और माजूरी की इंश्योरेंस ना होने पर न सिर्फ आपके साथ हैं बल्कि आपके जायज हकूक भी दिलवाएंगे। इसके अलावा हादसात या एक्सीडेंट की सूरत में आपको बेहतरीन फवायद हासिल करने में भी आपकी मुआवनत फराहम करेंगे। हम सैकड़ों मुतासरीन को इज्जत और वकार जिसके वो मुस्तहिक हैं के साथ जिंदगी गुजारने में मदद कर चुके हैं। तजुर्बाकार और पेशावर माहिर कानून से मुकम्मल एतमाद के साथ तामिल में बात करें।
We believe that everyone have the right to live with dignity and respect.
हॉर्लिस लॉ लीगल सर्विसेज। मशवरे के लिए 9058486726 या 6474057774 पर अभी कॉल करें।
You can trust
Hurley's Law.
Welcome back, dear viewers. We have today's special episode dedicated to all the women on this planet. A woman, एक औरत कि जिसके बगैर रौनक नहीं है, जिसके बगैर खूबसूरती नहीं है, जिसके बगैर कायनात का हुस्न नहीं है, जिसके बगैर कोई घर मुकम्मल नहीं होता, जिसकी हंसी के बगैर किसी घर की खुशी गोया खुशी महसूस नहीं होती। अल्लाह रब्बुल इज़्ज़त ने ये एक ऐसी मुक़द्दस हस्ती बतौर इनाम इंसान को दी थी। इंसान ने इसके साथ क्या किया हम सब जानते हैं। माजी की दास्तानें, जिसे ग़ुलाम बना कर रखा गया, जिसे बांदी बना कर रखा गया, जिसके साथ नाइंसाफ़ी का एक तसलसल है तारीख़ के किताबों में लिखा गया। लेकिन आज की औरत अपनी जगह तालीम याफ्ता है, उसमें एक हौसला है, उसमें एक हिम्मत है, एक जज्बा है। और इस जज्बे को हम कहाँ तक देखते हैं? आई एम टेकिंग दिस क्वेश्चन टू सिस्टर सलमा जाहिद। सिस्टर सलमा जाहिद, वेरी रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चन। घर में माँ होने से लेकर किसी मुल्क का वज़ीर आज़म होने तक women has played a very significant role. Not only that, we have seen in Pakistan, Muhtarama Benazir Bhutto Shahid Sahiba, Allah Ta'ala darajat unke buland farmaye, she became a mother while she was in office. Recently, we observed, mashallah, a New Zealand Prime Minister, she became a mother while she was in office. हम देखते हैं कि मर्द अगर ऑफिस में भी है तो घर की जिम्मेदारियां उसने कभी उठाना पसंद नहीं किया। लेकिन औरत को अल्लाह ताला ने जो हम देखते हैं कि एक जज्बा दिया, ये सोच दी कि वो बच्चे की पैदाइश के मरहले से लेकर एक कौम की जिम्मेदारी संभालने तक का हौसला रखती है। क्या कहेंगी सिस्टर सलमा जाहिद साहबा?
बिल्कुल जी तारिक भाई, आपने दुरुस्त फरमाया। और आपकी ये जो बात है इस पे मैं अपनी वालदा की एक बात याद करूंगी। वो हमेशा ये कहती थी कि ये अल्लाह ने माँ में ममता डाली है कि माँ रात के 3 बजे भी हड़बड़ा के उठती है बच्चे की एक आवाज में।
क्या बात।
तो ये अल्लाह की तरफ से एक वो माँ में ये एबिलिटी डाली गई है, आई थिंक मल्टीटास्किंग की। एंड आई एम रियली वेरी प्राउड द वे वुमेन have always stepped up and have gone beyond the call of their duty to do many different things at the same time. See, I think ये लास्ट पेंडेमिक में जो ये चीज़ है वो इवन ज़्यादा हाईलाइट हुई है और हमारे फ्रंट पे ये डिस्कशन आई है कि पेंडेमिक हैज़ आई थिंक एडवर्सली अफेक्टेड एवरीवन। सबकी लाइफ जिस तरह हम लोग गुजारते थे उससे बिल्कुल डिफरेंट हो गई है। बट इट इज़ वेरी क्लियर कि वो स्ट्रेस जो वुमेन को हुई है, जो रिडक्शन ऑफ वो वर्क आवर्स वुमेन के लिए हुई है, देयर पार्टिसिपेशन एज फ्रंट लाइन वर्कर्स जो उन्होंने पिछले साल में काम किया है, नॉट जस्ट एट होम बट आउटसाइड ऑल्सो एंड ऑल्सो एट होम ऑल्सो देयर वर्क हैज़ इंक्रीज्ड। आप कनाडा में ये देखेंगे कि जी फ्रंट लाइन पे personal support workers long-term cares में this pandemic has been very tough for the long-term cares, and we have lost many of our parents and grandparents to this pandemic in the long-term cares. But who was taking care of them? It was women in the form of personal support workers, nurses, in the hospitals. Nurses have been there putting their life at risk. Mothers at home have played different roles. और आपको जैसे कि ये हमारे जो साउथ एशियन जो घर हैं, पाकिस्तानी फैमिलीज़ हैं, एशिया से दूसरी जो हैं, वी आर इंटरजेनरेशनल होम्स। उसमें पेरेंट्स भी हमारे साथ होते हैं और जो है बच्चे भी, ज़ाहिर बात है 16 साल के बाद भी माँ-बाप के साथ रहते हैं। I am a mother of 2 young men who are like, one is graduating this year, the other one is also studying in the university. पेंडेमिक ने मदर्स पे बहुत ज़्यादा बर्डन इंक्रीज किया है. Like they have been caregivers for their parents, they have been teachers to monitor the Zoom classes for the women, for their kids. So plus they have been working, those who could work from home, they have been working. Like me, I've been working from home and at the same time making sure that I take care of my sons and my husband. So इसी वजह से I am very proud that our government recognizes this and they have stepped up this $100 million investment during this pandemic was for the frontline organizations to make sure that they can provide support to those organizations who are trying to help those women who are the victims of domestic violence. And it has helped over 1,000 organizations. Canada Emergency Caregiver Benefit was introduced to make sure that those women who had to take care of their loved ones who are not well, or if the kids cannot go to school, they can get Canada Emergency Caregiver Benefit. And now we have recently announced $100 million for the Feminist Response and Recovery Fund to support projects and programs that accelerate progress on gender equality and ensure that Canada's response to and recovery from COVID-19 is diverse and inclusive of different women. So I am very proud that we have been there, and it is important that we make sure that equal opportunities are available for women. We have seen in Pakistan when Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto was sworn in as the first Muslim Prime Minister in the world. And I'm very proud that my father took me to that oath-taking ceremony, and I was part. It was really a very different feeling to see a woman being sworn in as a Prime Minister of Pakistan. Wow. So as a young girl going to college at that time, it was a very proud moment for me.
So now we know the way you got this all genes from then. MashaAllah. So you've been there from your child age, and of course, no doubt why you were, MashaAllah, member of parliament in Canada, alhamdulillah. So you had this inspiration right from there.
My father has, I think, played an important role in my upbringing, so that who I am today, I think I owe a lot to my parents, to my father, to my mother, the values which they जो वैल्यूज से जिससे उन्होंने हम लोगों को बड़ा किया पला, वो he made sure that education is one of the most important thing for his daughter, and I was able to go and do my masters from UK as a young girl. So he sent me there. He went with me actually to drop me at the university hostel to make sure that I take good education.
And we always wish, and we are now wishing you all the best even in the future, mashallah. Sister Iqra Khalid, a very interesting and refreshing question for especially our youths, those probably did not know before, or a number of audience or sisters and mothers and daughters maybe listening first time. When you brought this motion against Islamophobia, since then, Iqra Khalid is known as an Iron Lady. You took a stance. You stood up. You faced a lot of threats. A lot of challenges were there for you. इतनी ताकत आप में कहाँ से आई? How did you face all those challenges? I want you to please explain in a way that our young girls listening right now, watching you, can get inspiration from. कि जब हक बात कहने की बात हो, वो कहने का हौसला किस तरह पैदा होता है, और by being a woman, how you were able to pull this all off. Sister Iqra Khalid.
Thank you very much for that question, Tariq bhai, but I have to say that nobody ever stands alone. We always have our friends, our family, our colleagues that stand with us. And I know Salma Maji stood with me just as strongly as Arif Virani stood, and the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau stood, and our Minister of Heritage stood. We all stood together to really address this issue. And I have to say, one thing that I find makes me successful in my position as a member of Parliament, in being a facilitator of the voice of Mississauga Erin Mills, and the voice of youth and women, in our Parliament and in the work that we do is to have conviction, Tariq. I mean, I personally don't think that I'm courageous. I think that I believe in what is right, and in order to get to what is right, अगर आप नहीं करेंगे तो फिर कौन करेगा, right? If you don't raise your voice, who else is going to raise their voice? And when you think of it as as a challenge, and to understand that कि आप किसी और पर ये काम नहीं फेंक सकते, that if the ball is in your hands, then you have to charge towards the goal. Then himmat apne aap pad jati hai. And my baba always says, कि हमारा काम है effort करना, बाकी अल्लाह मालिक. And and that's just it. I think each and every one of us is what we do. Is we work hard. We stand with our beliefs, with our convictions. We stand with our constituents, and then we leave the rest up to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. And He is responsible for the outcome of anybody's hard work. And I think when you have that conviction and that belief, then you don't really need courage or anything else or anything external. You just need to go and do it. And when we start thinking too much, हमारे में ये काबिलियत है या नहीं है, या हमें ऐसे करना चाहिए या वैसे करना चाहिए, I always feel that we confuse ourselves, we complicate matters, and matters are quite simple. And when we believe truly in ourselves and in Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, then we're ready to go. We're ready to follow the path, and we're ready to do the hard work, and then inshallah ready to receive the results as well. And I will say to young women across Canada, and to everybody who's listening, is the first step is to have conviction in yourself and your own beliefs. That's really where it all starts.
Very good. And जब आप ये कह रही थी कि I don't think that I have that much courage, so मैं ये सोच रहा था कि अगर इसे courage नहीं कहते तो फिर courage किसे कहते हैं? What is the other definition of encouragement? And honestly, and that's why I just mentioned that it's a refreshing question. उस वक्त पूरे मुल्क में जिस चीज़ को लोगों ने recognize किया और जिसके पीछे लाखों करोड़ों मर्द भी आके खड़े हो गए, that Iron Lady was Iqra Khalid. I don't think anyone has a second opinion on this. And that's why I purposely asked these questions. So our youth, whether boys or girls, those who are listening right now, they should feel this power. And I really appreciate your this word, that have faith in Allah. If you really have this faith, so you have faith in yourself. क्या कहेंगी इकरा जी?
I am very humbled, Tariq, with your words, but really, that's it. I'm a very simple person, and anybody who knows me and my family will vouch that we're very simple people, and we're people of conviction, we're people of hard work, and we're people of faith, and I don't think that we need anything more than that. Anybody needs anything more than that. Again, we just need to do it instead of thinking about it.
Amazing. And honestly, I will just conclude this entire answer in one word. If you truly have faith in Allah, this is what you get out of it, that you have faith in yourself. You go ahead, and do it having Allah right beside you. No doubt about it. Thank you very much for sharing, Sister Khalid. One important question, and Zilaf, I would come to you. हम इतनी देर से जो गुफ्तगू कर रहे हैं, and probably I might need some input from Sister Salma Zahid also about it after Zila Fatima. We see this woman the most respectable element of the community. She is the one who drives a family, drives a society, gives an individual to establish a better community. It's a woman, it's a mother. Since you are in the parliament and making laws to establish a whole lot, laws to bring on the table to make society even more peaceful. इसके साथ साथ एक चीज़ हम देखते हैं, और मैं जानना चाहूँगा कि आप ज़िलफ़ किस तरह से इसको देखती हैं. टेलीविज़न स्क्रीन जब हम देखते हैं, मार्केटिंग से लेकर, मूवीज़ से लेकर, मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया से लेकर, सोशल मीडिया तक वुमेन को इस्तेमाल भी किया जाता है. और ये एक ऐसा दर्द है जो मैं आपसे अपना भी शेयर कर रहा हूँ, और मैं जानना चाहूँगा, और फिर हमारे दोनों मौजूद पार्लियामेंट मेंबरान से इनकी राय लेना चाहूँगा कि गवर्नमेंट किस तरह से देखती है इस एस्पेक्ट को, कि उन्हें एक टूल के तौर पर भी यूज़ किया जाता है. क्या ये अमल दुरुस्त है? इसमें कहीं अगर दुरुस्त की ज़रूरत है तो वो कदम क्या हो सकते हैं उठाए जाने वाले? ज़ीला फातिमा.
Just to clarify, we're talking about the objectification of women in media. Right, Uncle?
Exactly.
So, I feel like objectification happens everywhere. The reason we notice it more in Western media is because it's different from our point of view. Our culture is very different from the Western culture. And so when we watch movies or TV shows or even commercials, it's even more obvious that women are being, or female bodies are being objectified. It happens all over the world. My stance on this is the reason, well, that's a whole other discussion. There are a lot of reasons that this happens. You know, whether you call it the corporate world, feminism, patriarchy, you know, just the reasons why this happens in media. But I feel really strongly about this topic because female bodies are seen as objects, right? Nobody looks beyond that. Whether it's Western media or Eastern media, even in our own culture, it's as if you have to hide what is human nature. Female bodies are so much more than, we're so much more than our bodies. There is so much intelligence, aspiration, ambition. There are so many ideas that we have. And unfortunately, it is the way that it is in media. I feel like the only way that we're going to change this paradigm is by being present. A lot of the times, the change just comes from you being somewhere. I say this a lot to people, people my age when we have these conversations. Zila, if you sit on panels with some amazing people. Last week I sat on a panel with Kathleen Wynne, and I was thinking before going into the panel, I was like, what am I going to say in front of Kathleen? She was the first female premier of Ontario. And then I thought to myself, I don't have to be there to say something amazing or to say something better than Kathleen. I just have to be present in order to make an impact. So when you're out there telling your stories by yourself, that itself is changing the narrative in media, especially in Western media. When somebody like myself or when somebody like Ilhan Omar sits in the Senate in the US, that itself is changing the narrative. We have to take control of our own stories and tell our stories ourselves in order to inspire other young girls that see us and say, hey, if she can be there, so can I. it's all about that inspiration. We have to step up, show up, be present, and tell our stories.
Thank you, Zilaf. Really appreciate your the way you have put this answer together. Some of the part is still left unanswered, and this is Salma Zahid. 51% almost population is women. The most responsible, the most liable, most reliable, जिस तरह हमने पहले तस्करा किया कि हॉस्पिटल में जहाँ पे लोगों की लाइफ सेविंग की बात आती है, द नर्सेज आर मोस्टली वुमेन. स्कूल्स में जहाँ बच्चों की तालीम तरबियत की बात आती है, मोस्टली देयर आर वुमेन. जितनी भी एक हसास मकामात हैं, रब्बे करीम ने फितरतन औरत को वो पैशन दिया है, जज्बा दिया है. शी इज़ देयर. शी इज़ द मोस्ट नोबल इंडिविजुअल फ्रॉम आवर वेरी ओन होम टू अगेन लाइक यूर सेल्फ इन पार्लियामेंट. मेरा वही सवाल है अगेन कि गवर्नमेंट या दुनिया की कोई भी हुकूमत या जिम्मेदारान, हाउ डू दे सी दिस व्हेन वी सी वुमेन इन दिस पैरामीटर, कि उसके साथ क्या समझते हैं जहाँ हम हकूक़ की बात करते हैं. क्या ये किसी औरत की इज़्ज़त की, तकरीम की क्या हक तलफ़ी नहीं है? सिस्टर सलमा जाहिद.
तारिक भाई, आपने देखें बात बिल्कुल सही की है कि वी हैव 51% वुमेन. It is important that we see their participation in all walks of life. Again, I am in politics. It is an honor to be the voice of the people in Ottawa. But I had to go through lots of ups and downs in order to be there. I think the most important thing is, my advice to the women would be, if you have the passion and energy to do something, don't get disheartened if you want to do that, and if in that process you come across to some people who say, oh no, you cannot do this, don't ever think. There were many people when I decided back in 2013 that I will put my name in the hat to be member of the parliament, and I was trying to get nomination of the Liberal Party, there were so many people around me to say, no, I don't think so, you can do it. Like, what do you really think that a Muslim woman coming from Pakistan just 10, 12 years ago can be a member of parliament? These things don't dishearten me. I think I have been brought up by a father who was a very strong believer of equal participation of women. My father is not around. He died in 2012. But the way he brought me up, I think he always used to say, Katie, if you want to do something, don't be scared to put in the hard work. Do your 200%. और दूसरी जो बात जो इकरा ने भी की कि अल्लाह पर यकीन रखें, हैव फेथ इन अल्लाह. अब मेरी वालदा भी हमेशा ये कहती थी कि अगर आपने किसी का बुरा नहीं किया तो अल्लाह आपका भी बुरा नहीं करेगा. आप देखें जी, अगर if you are willing to put in hard work, be positive, I think अल्लाह आपका साथ हमेशा देगा. In my case, I am very lucky कि मेरी वालदा के अलावा बाकी जो हैं important members of my immediate family, they have all been men around me. Other than my mother, I didn't have a sister. I have two brothers. I grew up in a house among my father and two brothers. So I don't have a daughter. So now, like, I live in a house with two young men and my husband. We have to, one more thing which we have to do is that we have to educate our young boys. We have to educate our men that why it is important that women take leadership roles, why it is important for the woman to be in the political process, why it is important for the woman to be in corporate world, to be lawyers, because I think when our men and our young boys are educated, they will be able to help. See, today, if my sons see an example at home that yes, our father is very supportive of our mother, I think what I have done, I would not have been able to do it and continue this political life if my husband was not supportive. So my two sons have an example to see at home. So tomorrow, they would be able to, when they are married and they have their wives and they have their daughters, they can say, yeah, like our father used to do this and he was very supportive of the initiatives which our mother took. So they will also do that. So it is important that we provide some good examples to our kids so that they are there to support the woman in their life. And I think it is important that we should not just wait for tomorrow. I think we should take decisions today to play important roles. We are very lucky that now we have 100 women as members of Parliament and House of Commons. I think that's a big landmark which we just recently achieved after the 2 by-elections in October. So I think be willing to work hard, be positive. Positivity is also really very important to achieve something. I was very positive in getting through this political process, and also I have fought a fight of life being positive and having faith in my Allah. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2018, a stage 4 non-Hodgkin lymphoma. When the doctor told me, it was like I went into a complete shock, and the first thing was, God forbid something happens to me, what's going to happen? I have 2 young kids. So, but I told myself that I have to be positive. Whatever pain I have to face, I have to do it because I have to live for my kids. So, and I had faith in Allah. So my positivity and faith in Allah brought me here. So Allah gave me a new life. So I think these things are really very important, that we have to provide examples to our young girls.
That's true. And thank you very much for reminding about your health also. And again, this is another example. I would really, really appreciate our youngsters, young fellows, of course, the whole family, those who are listening, to get inspiration from you, Sister Salma Zahid, how you fought against cancer, alhamdulillah. You were in office, but you still doing your job with being positive and showing the world, if you know who you are, what you can do, you can get it. And this is a true example that we can look at right now, mashallah. And now, Sister Iqra Khalid, very important question for you, and it's a bitter truth, but it is. We still have individuals in our community, चाहे वो पाकिस्तान से हों या थर्ड वर्ल्ड कंट्री से हों या इवन फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड जिसे हम कहते हैं, जहाँ आप रह रहे हैं तरक्यात ममालिक में हों, एक माइंड सेट है अभी भी जो कि ख़वातीन को किसी तौर कबूल करने को तैयार नहीं है, या उन्हें उनका हक देने को तैयार नहीं है, उनकी इज़्ज़त तकरीम करने को तैयार नहीं है. मैं जानना चाहूँगा आप क्या इस बारे में कहेंगी कि इस माइंड सेट का क्या हल हो सकता है, और ऐसी ख़वातीन इफ़ दे आर गोइंग थ्रू विद दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ इश्यूज, हाउ वुड यू सजेस्ट देम टू बिकम स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड कम फॉरवर्ड with the all energy and all understanding what to do? Iqra Khalid.
Thank you, Tariq Bhai. That's a very heavy question. I'll say that पिछले 5 सालों में I have dealt with too many cases of forced marriages, of domestic abuse, of women being mistreated in the workplace, in the home, by their spouse, by their parents, by their children. It's and it comes from all communities, not just from the Pakistani community, and it's problematic. Half of the mergers that have happened in this past year has been the spouse killing his wife in Canada. And I cannot begin to tell you how much of an issue this has been during the pandemic, where a spouse cannot flee from her abuser because she has nowhere to go, because we're in a lockdown, because the shelters are full, and so much more. Tariq Bhai, I have to say, one lesson from our Prophet ﷺ is, when it came to femicide, when it came to killing infant girl children, our Prophet was very, very strongly opposed to that. And in fact, a lot of the rights of women back in 1400 years ago that were introduced by our Prophet ﷺ. And I believe that when we recognize just humanity, it doesn't have to be man or woman, because both can be abusers. When it comes to recognizing the rights of one another, I think having empathy and having care is very, very important. And to those that are suffering through this process, there are resources out there. I would encourage you to reach out to me to find those resources. I'm happy to provide that assistance. But also to Nisa Home, to Muslim Welfare Center, if you go to 211, you would also be able to find a lot of resources. But reality of the matter is, Tariq bhai, कि हमें अभी बहुत ज़्यादा सफर करना है. ये एक दूसरे की इज्जत करना, एक दूसरे की रिस्पेक्ट करना, एक दूसरे की जिंदगी को, उनकी जान को अहमियत देना. We still have a long way to go. And inshallah we will get there. लेकिन मैं सबसे कहूँगी कि आप एक दूसरे पर, अपने neighbors पे, अपने दोस्तों पर check in करते रहा करें, to make sure that everybody's doing okay, to make sure that mental health is not consuming their lives. And together we can only resolve this when we work together. I had a very detailed conversation with our chief of police, where we will be introducing legislation shortly to combat this issue further. We have पिछले साल में $100 million invested to shelters and to women's support centers in the country, because we've seen such an incredible increase in violence against women in the pandemic ke dauran. I really think this is something that our country, our governments on all levels need to work on, but most importantly, it's something that our families need to work on as well, and to recognize that ये वाकई में issue है, and to address that issue and to combat that issue.
Thank you very much, Sister Iqra. It's really, really inspiring what government is thinking and how they want to take it to the next level. Yes, we are always there to play our role, and of course you are doing yours, and we see very bright future. The last question, I'm coming towards Zilaf, and I would just take 60 minutes feedback from all two of you. Zilaf, at this moment, what's you have seen in your life so far? How do you see how safe the future for girls are in this country, in this town, in this city? What would you suggest to our honorable member of parliaments as a young, energetic girl that has a lot of energy to do something? What do you see in society? What are your thoughts? What kind of future you are looking at? Zilaf.
I would say, so I have done a lot of work with youth, especially with young girls. The one thing that I've noticed is a lot of the times when young girls want to be present and be part of something, it's not always that they're made to feel welcomed. Obviously, people like yourselves, Ikra, Salma, you guys are inspirations for us, and we look up to you, and we want to be what you are someday. But the point where when somebody first enters, any sort of a career that you could choose for yourself, a lot of the times we don't feel like we belong. So mentorship is definitely something that I would encourage for young girls. Just have more, events, organizations, opportunities for young girls to participate and to feel welcomed, to feel like it's a safe space where they can share their ideas and their opinions. I know the Liberal Party has done a lot of work on that over the last 5 years. I myself have been trying to create these opportunities for young girls. I recently joined the board of Ontario Women's Liberal Commission as Vice President of Young Women, so I've been encouraging that there. The future I see, personally, I think it's very bright. Our young girls are enthusiastic, they're talented, and they're ambitious. They're learning their own potential is much greater than what they've been told it is. They're actually going out into the world and exploring different opportunities. They're creating their businesses. The financial literacy is there more than I see in the past generations. And if we continue that, and if we have the government support and leaders like yourselves, if we have your support, I can see girls accomplishing some amazing things in the upcoming future, whether that's in STEM, that's in arts and culture, science, the media. There's a lot of talent, and we just need to encourage and refine that talent.
MashaAllah, thank you, Zilaf, and I really love this word, mentorship. Of course, this is what needs to be done. Sister Salma Zahid, 60 seconds, a brief message for our young mothers, sisters, wives, daughters. What would you say at this special occasion of Women's Day, please?
It was inspiring to see Zilaf here on this panel, and for all the work which she is doing. We see that our future is in good hands. Thank you, Zilaf, for all the work which you have been doing, and please continue doing that. Mentorship is really pretty important, and I encourage our young girls and whoever so has asked me for mentorship, I provide that. As a member of parliament, I have a very vibrant youth council, and where many young girls from different diverse backgrounds are part of it, and they are very passionate, they are very energetic, and have so much to say on different policies. I am really proud of them. And if we continue providing mentorship to our youth, our government launched this program, Daughters of the Vote, and next week we will be seeing 338 young women taking seats virtually this time because of the pandemic in the parliament. I think that's a great program to encourage our young girls, to show them a path that this place is for you. I just one advice I have for our young girls who are listening today is, be positive, be willing to work hard, have faith in yourself, and dream big. You are very lucky that you are in a country like Canada, where anything is possible. If Salma Zahid can be elected as member of parliament after 15 years being in Canada, all of you can be elected as members of parliament. So just be passionate, be thick-skinned, be positive, put your 100% into it, and dream big. You can achieve anything in country. This is a land of opportunity, and I think whenever opportunity knocks at your door, take advantage of that. My late father used to say, opportunity only knocks once at your door. So take advantage, open the door when the opportunity knocks your door. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sister Salma. Amazing message. I hope everyone heard you, mashallah, tonight. Sister Iqra Khalid, 60 seconds again. A lot of girls want to hear from you. What is the message for this special day of Women's Day, please?
Thank you very much, Tariq Bhai, and I will just first of all, wish everybody a very happy International Women's Day, and for them to believe and to appreciate all of the hard work that they have done to get us to this moment. There have been so many trailblazers across our history that have led us to this moment, and I would encourage our youth to carry on that trailblazing, to carry on the path, and to ensure that we are working towards equality of opportunity for everyone. I know through COVID, it is a very difficult scenario with women being on the front lines in our healthcare system, with women being on the front lines in home care and in our own families as well, in taking care of sick loved ones. We know that we faced the majority of the impact of COVID-19 and this pandemic. And as we look towards economic recovery, I would encourage each and every young woman and women of all ages and colors and backgrounds to really think about how we are going to lift ourselves up, how we can continue to work together and really prosper, and not for the sake of us, but for the sake of our whole country and for the sake of all of humanity. Because when women succeed, we all succeed. So happy International Women's Day. Thank you very much, Tariq.
Thank you very much, Sister Iqra. Thank you very much, Sister Salma and Zilaf. It was really honor for me to have you on my panel today and hear the word of wisdom from all of you. A great contribution practically, and you have proven yourself and have become role model, a very great example for our young girls like Zilaf and millions others. And I hope this continues. Your services, your passion is there always as a role model for all of our children. And yes, Sister Salma said, if she is in parliament, every girl has this passion, this power, this energy to become one. Yes, if you are the mentor, if you are the example, if you are the leader, why our girls or boys and our children can't be there? Yes, we need a leader like yourself, we need mentor like yourself, and of course, we are doing what we can at this point. And of course, we are having a true hope from Zilaf and millions of girls out there like herself. And again, this program is named Rays of Hope. We bring a hope for everyone here, and we want to lend this to everyone to have it, enjoy it, and keep going with this light. Nazreen Kiram, International Women's Day, ख़वातीन का दिन हर दिन है. कोई दुनिया में ऐसा घर नहीं जिसकी सुबह एक खातून की आवाज़ से ना होती हो. हर माँ अपने बच्चों को सदा देकर उठाती है. हर माँ बच्चों को तैयार कर या तो स्कूल भेजती है, कॉलेज भेजती है, या रोज़गार के लिए अपने शौहरों को भेजती है. ये वो किरदार है जिसके बग़ैर मुआशरा नहीं हो सकता. औरत वो हस्ती है जो अगर माँ हो तो जन्नत कदमों के तले है, अगर बीवी है तो ईमान की कामिलियत का सबूत है, बेटी है तो बाप के लिए जन्नत का सामान है. रब करीम ने इसको ऐसी रहमत बनाया है कि जिस घर में, जिस माशरे में इसकी इज़्ज़त हो, तकरीम हो, वो माशरे पूरी दुनिया के लिए मिसाल बन जाते हैं. कि मेरे आका ताजदार मदीना जब बेटी आती है तो खड़े होकर इस्तकबाल करते हैं. सारी दुनिया ताजदार कायनात को कहती है कि या रसूल अल्लाह मेरे वालिदैन आप पर कुर्बान. और ये सैयदा कायनात ज़ाते वाला है कि जिसको मेरे आका ख़ुद फरमाते हैं फ़ातिमा तुझ पर मेरे माँ बाप कुर्बान. तो ये औरत का दर्जा है, ये औरत का मकाम है. थैंक यू वेरी मच for being with us, Sister Salma, Sister Iqra and Zilaf. इंशाअल्लाह बहुत जल्द एक दफ़ा फिर आपके साथ इसी स्क्रीन के ज़रिए फिर मुलाकात करेंगे, फिर नए कैसे मौजू के साथ, फिर एक नई एनर्जी के हुसूल के लिए, मज़ीद इंस्पिरेशन के लिए देखते रहिए रेज़ ऑफ होप विद तारिक गौरी ओनली एट Zee9. अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू.
Welcome to the world of flavors, where we treat your taste buds to celebrate and share the happiness, no matter how big or small they are. Welcome to Shireen Mahal, now with 4 locations in the GTA, where you get the best quality traditional Desi sweets, chicken tikka patties, hunter beef, cakes, pastries, carrot halva, halva puri on weekends served with Kashmiri chai, and much more. At Shireen Mahal, serving at 4 locations in GTA, where you get the best quality traditional Desi sweets.
वक्त के साथ साथ हर चीज की कीमत बढ़ती है, मगर कामयाब है सिर्फ वो लोग जो इसकी घन गरज को समझते हैं। तो मिलिए रियल एस्टेट मार्केट के एक्सपीरियंस्ड रियल एस्टेट प्रोफेशनल वाजिद मलिक से। GTA में रियल एस्टेट मार्केट के हर अंदाज से वाकिफ। आप फर्स्ट टाइम बायर हैं या एग्जिस्टिंग ओनर जो घर खरीदना या बेचना चाहते हैं, कॉन्टैक्ट नाउ वाजिद मलिक at 416-827-3333. Wajid Malik, trusted name in the community. GTA की टॉप ऑफ द लाइन क्वालिटी प्रिंटिंग में we are the leaders with lowest prices in town. We are Zee9 Media. टॉप क्वालिटी और लोएस्ट प्राइसेस है गारंटीड। हर तरह की ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग और प्रिंटिंग सर्विसेज फ्रॉम ह्यूज बैनर्स टू पोस्टर्स, रियल एस्टेट साइंस, vinyl, magnet flyer, business card. Your one-stop shop for all science and printing needs. Call now 647-500-9477. Zee9 Media.
खूबसूरत और दिलकश घर का ख्वाब या बिजनेस के लिए मुनासिब जगह और शॉप्स की तलाश, या फिर इन्वेस्टमेंट के जरिए चाहते हैं बेहतरीन मुनाफा। सिर्फ यही नहीं बल्कि प्रॉपर्टी रेंट पर लेना और देना हुआ आसान। जी हाँ, हम हैं हर वक्त आपकी खिदमत के लिए पेश। रियल एस्टेट की दुनिया का जाना पहचाना नाम जकी एहसन, हर साल टॉप सेल्स के अवार्ड याफ्ता, सेंचुरी 21 का काबिल एतमाद नुमाइंदा। तो अभी कॉल कीजिए 416-879-6537।
If you want to buy or sell residential, commercial, investment property, then call Gold Award winner and certified negotiation expert Zak Hassan at 416-879-6537.
Injuries not only impact you, but also people around you. Life is better than this. Let's get your life back. The injury lawyers at Alam Law will use their years of experience to handle your claim so that you can focus on your recovery. And remember, you don't pay until we win. Alam Law.
आपके रिश्तों का खूबसूरत आईना जिसमें अपनेपन का एहसास है, प्यारा सा अटूट विश्वास है, जिसकी जगह कोई नहीं ले सकता, जो आपके फसानों को हंसी बनाए, बचपन के ख्वाबों को हकीकत बनाए और आपके सौंदर्य को चार चांद लगाए। अल मदीना ज्वेलर्स, विश्वास अपनेपन का।
रियल एस्टेट इनका पैशन है और हर क्लाइंट की सेटिस्फैक्शन इनका अल्टीमेट गोल, यानी सेटिस्फैक्शन गारंटीड। आपके बजट, फाइनेंशियल सिचुएशन और पसंद की लोकेशन के साथ परफेक्टली मैच्ड प्रॉपर्टी दिलाना है ऑब्जेक्टिव इनका। ऑनेस्ट एंड डेडिकेटेड रियल एस्टेट प्रोफेशनल अफजल पराचा फ्रॉम रीमैक्स रियल एस्टेट सेंटर ब्रोकरेज, यानी घर खरीदिए या बेचिए इत्मीनान के साथ विद अफजल पराचा। कॉल नाउ एट 647-890-4205 और विजिट afzalparacha.ca। कामयाबी मिलती है नॉलेज और एक्शन से। रियल एस्टेट में भी मानिए नॉलेजेबल एंड राइट टाइम डिसीजन मेकर्स की बात, जैसे अनीस अहमद फ्रॉम सिटीस्केप रियल एस्टेट ब्रोकरेज। तो कमर्शियल या रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टी की बाइंग, सेलिंग या इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए अभी राब्ता करें अनीस अहमद at 647-686-7352। अनीस अहमद।
सफर बेलौस मोहब्बत का हो, कीमती किसी लम्हे में शिरकत का हो, या सोनी धरती से रग़बत का हो, सफर दिल में बसी अकीदत का हो, उस मुनव्वर ज़मीं की ज़ियारत का हो, या मुअज़्ज़म उस मट्टी पे इबादत का हो। किंग ट्रैवल सफर से जुड़े आपके सभी जज्बात की कदर करता है, तभी तो आपके हर सफर को इस कदर आसान रखता है कि तवील से तवील सफर का भी हर लम्हा खुद मंजिल का निशान लगता है। King Travel. For further information, call 1-800-844-5464.
रियल एस्टेट की दुनिया में एक बाएतमाद और काबिले भरोसा नाम, ऑनेस्ट एंड डेडिकेटेड रियल एस्टेट प्रोफेशनल महमूद भुल्लर आपकी बजट, फाइनेंशियल सिचुएशन और पसंद की लोकेशन पर परफेक्ट रेजिडेंशियल और कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टी दिलवाना है इनका काम। गारंटीड सेटिस्फेक्शन का एक ही नाम, महमूद भुल्लर फ्रॉम रॉयली पेड सिग्नेचर रियलिटी ब्रोकरेज। मजीद मालूमात के लिए अभी कॉल मिलाएं 416-452-0505। Canadian Ultrasound Institute has been training candidates for Ontario licensing in sonography since 2014. We provide preparation and training for general ultrasound, abdomen, obstetrics, gynecology, cardiac ultrasound known as echocardiography and vascular technology. We also assist our students step by step for Ontario licensing applications and Sonography Canada exam preparation. If you are interested in becoming a licensed sonographer in Ontario and Canada, we welcome you to the Canadian Ultrasound Institute. If you know foreign medical professionals coming to Canada soon, we can assist them from now on to prepare for Ontario licensing. We have trained over 400 foreign-trained medical professionals who are successfully working in Ontario and Canada. We are private career college in Mississauga and now offer approved medical office administration diploma by Ministry of Colleges and Training. The Medical Office Administration Diploma is 6 months on campus. Due to COVID, online virtual classes is option. Included in the diploma is 1 month placement in medical clinic as internship. We provide job-ready skills and career management strategies for all our students. Please email us at canadianultrasound@gmail.com or call us directly 905-507-4756 and add us on Facebook group Canadian Ultrasound GTA.
Are you tired of low sales from your business? Are you looking for the best way to increase your sales? Contact us today and let us show your business to thousands of local and global customers. At Zee9 TV, we are a fast-growing TV channel in Canada. With a quickly growing audience size, we are helping companies and business grow by advertising to a huge number of customers. If you are looking to increase your brand recognition, promote your professional services, or increase your product sales, we provide you with the right platform to do just that, with a full return on investment in just a short time. Our commercial advertising platform is the right tool for your business. At Zee9 TV, your business is never too small to advertise since we have different packages for everyone. Contact us today and get more exposure for your business at low rates. Call us at 647-500-9477.
घर खरीदना हो या बेचना, इफेक्टिव निगोशिएशन स्किल और राइट स्ट्रेटजी ही से फायदा हाथ आता है। इसीलिए जॉइन हैंड्स विद मीर हसन अली फ्रॉम कोल्डवेल बैंकर, सन रियल्टी, प्रॉमिसिंग ऑल राउंड सक्सेस एंड ऑनेस्टी, क्योंकि कामयाबी वहाँ ज्यादा फायदा हो जहाँ। So buy, sell or invest in real estate with Mir Hassan Ali. Contact now at 647-927-8656.
More shopping?
Yes, on my home.
Welcome to Pan Am Blinds Limited. My name is Bobby, and I would like to introduce our very newest product. It is only with us with Pan Am Blinds in improved.
It's combination of
and silver shades, so Venus shades, or the Shangri-La shades. So it's a very unique and new product in different color. It's an energy saver. You can save your 85% energy, and also it has child safety features over here. If you see here, if it goes down, it will open itself and you will see through from this, but ultraviolet rays controlled. No UV light will come in and you can see out, and people, they can see very slightly. Please come to our store and see how many beautiful colors we do have and enjoy your comfort of life.
कामयाबी मिलती है नॉलेज और एक्शन से एट द राइट टाइम एंड एट द राइट प्लेस। इसीलिए मिलिए रियल एस्टेट में कामयाबी की जमानत आमिर रियाज के साथ, एक्सपीरियंस्ड, ऑनेस्ट एंड डेडिकेटेड रियल एस्टेट एक्सपर्ट, जिनके साथ अब प्रॉपर्टी लिस्ट कीजिए सिर्फ 1% कमीशन पर। सो बाय, सेल और इन्वेस्ट विद आमिर रियाज। कॉल नाउ एट 416-319-2637।
क्या आप एक बिजनेस की तलाश में हैं जो आपको कम से कम 80,000 से $1 मिलियन तक सालाना मुनाफा दे सके? मजीद बड़ा सेल्फ ऑपरेशन या ऑटो ऑपरेशन भी हो, जिसे आप कनाडा से बाहर रहकर भी चला सके। कोस्ट टू कोस्ट विद सैयद टीम, जो मकामी चैम्बर्स ऑफ कॉमर्स और दीगर लीडिंग ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से मुंसलिक है और कनेडियन इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ सेक्टर में इन्वेस्टमेंट पर मुकम्मल उबूर रखती है। आपके पसंद के शहर में देगी आपको आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट के मुताबिक सोलो, पार्टनरशिप या कॉर्पोरेशन बिजनेस ऑप्शंस, जिससे मुकम्मल कानूनी तहफ़्फ़ुज़ मुहैया होगा। हमारी वुकला और चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट की माहिराना टीम का आप भी हमारे दीगर मुअज़्ज़ज़ क्लाइंट्स की तरह दुनिया के किसी भी शहर में रहकर कनेडियन फ्रेंचाइज बिजनेस के सम्राट का फायदा उठा सकते हैं। तो कॉल कीजिए 613-276-0398 पर। सैयद टीम, कोस्ट टू कोस्ट रियल एस्टेट विद रॉयल स्टार रियल्टी।
मॉर्गेज एडवाइस जो खुद चलकर आपके पास आए। मिलिए कामरान कुरैशी से, एक्सपर्ट इन रेजिडेंशियल मॉर्गेज। सो किसी भी किस्म की हो परचेज ट्रांजैक्शन या फिर बिजनेस या जाती जरूरत के लिए रीफाइनेंसिंग और इक्विटी टेक आउट, इन्वेस्टमेंट या प्राइमरी प्रॉपर्टी के लिए मॉर्गेज फाइनेंसिंग, ट्रांसफर फ्रॉम अदर लेंडर्स। इसके अलावा आपकी आसानी के लिए डेट कंसोलिडेशन। कामरान कुरैशी, सर्विंग कम्युनिटी ओवर 17 years। अभी कॉल करें at 647-280-6663।